with Rob Bruff.
Nice having you with us on 7 News. There are calls tonight for further investigations into coal found on East Point Beach. Attempts from the Environment Department to establish the origin of the coal fell short, leaving some to question what happens next.
For months it's been suspected, and now it's been confirmed. The black lumps of sediment that are indeed coal.
Now that the confirmation is there, that obviously escalates the desire for us as a regional council to find out a little bit more about it.
The Mayor insists he'll speak to authorities to discuss what measures can be taken.
Does there need to be a clean-up? Does there need to be something else put in place? And to that extent we'll talk to the coal companies.
A report released by the Department of Environment and Heritage Protection found where the coal came from could not be established. Both the Hay Point and Dalrymple Bay terminals were inspected as part of the investigation. It was found they were in compliance with department regulations.
They will be just as concerned as to where this might have come from as well. So we need to talk to them first of all, and also to the state departments about what they see as the next step.
It's also a concern for Tony Fonts from the Mackay Conservation Group. He says coal is heavily toxic to marine life and the fragile ecosystems of the Great Barrier Reef. He's also not optimistic about the chance of a clean-up.
Up a mess such as this would require, I imagine, lots of divers or dredging equipment, and I can't see that the government would be in a position to fund such a thing.
In a statement, the department says the investigation to determine the source of the coal is ongoing. Tracy Smith, 7 News.
Adani's quietly confident it will have financial backing for the Carmichael coal project locked in by the end of the year. But moving the project forward will also rely on a $900 million federal government loan.
Walking the line on a Queensland cane farm, Barnaby Joyce in when Adani puts down roots.
I want to drive the economy of central Queensland. I want to make sure those people have got a job.
After months of speculation over which banks were in and celebration when they pulled out, Adani today says it's comfortable with its current financial arrangements. Just who with, the company wouldn't say.
There's increasing comfort around the funding of the project altogether, and that makes a lot of sense. If you look what's happening in governments are getting behind it, approvals are coming through.
Last week, the mining giant promised a $74 million contract to a South Australian a $900 million federal loan to pay for it is now critical.
No, I don't want to talk the loan as in or talk the loan as out because it's not my role. It's the role of the Northern Australia Infrastructure Fund.
The NAIF has been established for a year next month. It hasn't handed out any loans from its $5 billion fund.
I think that loan is fundamental to developing a rail corridor which opens up the whole basin. I can't see the logic that it would get knocked back compared to the other options.
Adani maintains it will have its financial arrangements for the multi-billion-dollar coal project locked in by December. Lauren Mara, 7 News.
The Deputy PM has backed a Coalition MP's suggestion that politicians should be drug and breath tested in Parliament.